Good evening, and welcome to United Way of Frederick County's annual Bravo Awards celebration. My name is Mike McLean, the board chair of United Way of Frederick County, and it is an honor to recognize our incredible volunteers, donors, and advocates for their dedication and passion to improving the lives of every person in Frederick County. We have all experienced a difficult year. Although there were challenges, it has been remarkable to see our community come together to support one another as neighbors. Before the COVID-19 pandemic, over 1 in 3 Frederick County households lived paycheck to paycheck due to the high cost of living, transportation, and healthcare. Throughout the pandemic, that number has increased substantially. These families are known as ALICE, Asset Limited, Income Constrained, Employed. United in Recovery is United Way's initiative to provide equitable access to vaccinations and life-changing pathways to financial stability for struggling households who live among us, like our healthcare providers, teachers, hospitality workers, first responders, and so many others who deserve our gratitude and support. United Way of Frederick County effectively helps people in our community who are facing barriers they cannot overcome on their own. For every dollar contributed, we convert that into $3.21 of impact. In addition, it has been a record year for Stuff the Bus and the Unity campaign. Stuff the Bus delivered critical school supplies for at-home and in-school learning students, and the Unity campaign raised over $650,000 of local nonprofits supporting our community's ALICE families. I am proud to be part of this team. Thank you for joining us tonight as we celebrate the important work we have accomplished together. After this short video, we will be joined by Ken Oldham, President and CEO of United Way of Frederick County.
Good morning, everybody. This is Ken Oldham. I'm the President and CEO of United Way of Frederick County, and today is the day. It's Day of Action. This year we're doing Day of Action a little bit differently. We typically go out into the community with hundreds of volunteers and do a lot of volunteer work. Today, because of COVID, we're doing a collection drive, collecting supplies for a number of nonprofit organizations. Thank you, Mike, for your warm introduction, as well as serving as our board chair. Your leadership has been incredible. Watching that video reminds me of all that we have accomplished and how our volunteers and supporters have made this possible. Your dedication, passion, and trust have created meaningful and lasting impact in our community. During this devastating public health crisis, your contributions of time and energy have given much needed school supplies to local children, funds to help our community's struggling Alice families obtain the resources they need to recovery, and hope. In a time of uncertainty, your generosity shows our community that in order to live better, we must live united. I'd also like to acknowledge the Frederick County Health Department, Frederick Health, and our nonprofit community for their leadership and vaccine efforts throughout this pandemic. Your steadfast commitment to our community will make us a better and healthier community. Thank you for joining us tonight and celebrating each other. This event would not be possible without our generous sponsors. Potomac Edison, on behalf of First Energy Foundation, continues to be the lead sponsor, and we are grateful for their continued commitment. And our in-kind sponsor, Frederick Magazine, for featuring our awardees in the June edition. A special thank you to our elected officials, including County Executive Jan Gardner, Delegate Ken Kerr, Jessica Fitzwater, MC Kagan Ayer, and Mayor Michael O'Connor. Thank you for joining us this evening and for your leadership and hard work in this challenging time. Now on with our program. Our first award this evening is the United Way Red Feather Award and is reserved for legacy champions and longest serving advocates and donors. Why the red feather, you might ask? The red-tailed hawk is considered a powerful animal in Native American culture, and its feathers symbolize strength and guardianship. Its feathers are believed to be sacred. A common belief in many cultures is that when a single feather appears in an unusual place, it is an optimistic message from a spirit guide or angel. Long ago, the red feather was adopted by United Way and its predecessor community chest as a symbol of faithful service. Red feather societies exist at local United Ways throughout the country. Similar to Native American cultures, the red feather is a recognition of guardianship and commitment to those less fortunate in our community. United Way of Frederick County created the Red Feather Award to be our highest honor. This is not an every year award. In fact, it is only being given to one other awardee. It is my distinct honor to present this award to an individual who has served in our board of directors 40 years ago and has been a United Way leader ever since. He is an ongoing member of United Way's Alexa de Tocqueville Society. The Tocqueville Society recognizes local philanthropic leaders and volunteer champions who have devoted time, talent, and annual contributions of $10,000 or more to create a long-lasting positive change in Frederick County. In fact, he has been making this level of personal giving longer than we actually have accurate records to represent. His support of United Way through his personal and business activities has been among the most positive examples of local philanthropy found anywhere in or outside Frederick County. His family's legacy with United Way spans to the very founding of the organization in April of 1938. And even further, he chairs a local family foundation that has been a philanthropic funding leader in Frederick County. In addition to their annual grants, in 2020, the foundation made a remarkable donation of over $500,000 in emergency relief grants to the Frederick County community by awarding 70 grants to local nonprofits. And if that wasn't enough, Delaplaine Foundation's extraordinary annual support of the Unity campaign has provided critical leverage to increase the value of each donation through the incentive fund. It is my pleasure and a great honor to represent the Board of Directors of the United Way of Frederick County to bestow the United Way Red Feather Award to George B. Delaplaine Jr.
We go out and help people to have the things that they need. It really is work trying to decide who needs this money, how can we equalize it, take care as much as we possibly can, because there's always going to be a hole in this thing when we give money, that somebody can't get the whole stuff done and need more money. But that's life. I have a very good who helped me. As a matter of fact, she's my boss now, Marlene Young. She really knows how to speak with people, what people need, and how she can handle what people do need and how they can do it. Highly indebted to her for where she's gotten in my life, because she has been very, very important being there. It's been 20 years since we've been out of business. And people will come by and say, oh my goodness, oh, Mr. Delaplaine, so glad to see you. So good to see you. You've been so kind to us. And when you get words like that, it says, okay, we have done what has made people think differently, to think as though it's a nice place to do, and to think that it's nice to live in Frederick.
You're on that. You're on.
I'm on. And thank you very much for that tremendous background of where I've done and been and so forth and so on. And I guess I was born that way, a family was that way. And when we sold the cable TV systems, I was very glad to set some of the money aside for the Delaplaine Foundation, and that's where we go. All I can say is you do a wonderful job, and I just want to thank you again for this wonderful. It's the one with the big feather on it. Thank you.
Thank you, George, and bravo for your lifetime of philanthropic support in Frederick County. Our community is better because of your leadership, vision, and generosity. Congratulations again. Now on to our next award that will be presented by Katie Nash, one of
Good evening. As a board member and Community Impact Committee Chair, I am proud to announce our next award for the evening. The Outstanding Community Impact Award is decided upon by the United Way of Frederick County Community Impact Committee and represents those who reflect true community impact by leveraging our whole community to reach incredible goals. We are proud tonight to honor I Believe in Me for successfully pivoting during the pandemic to go directly to our neighbors in need with essential food and supplies, and for raising awareness about the socioeconomic disparities in our community. I Believe in Me perform these duties in the midst of their ongoing mission to inspire and challenge youth through mental, physical, and social activities that foster self-respect and respect for the world around them. I Believe in Me has provided over 3 million meals through its emergency weekly food drop. As quoted in the Frederick News Post, founder Ajay Hill said, "Add more hope, add more love, embrace this community a little more." Accepting this award is Ajay Hill, founder of I Believe in Me. He will be joining us after this short video.
I Believe in Me is a youth development organization aimed at empowering young folks, challenging them and inspiring them into pathways full of success. I Believe in Me was formed because I myself been to a lot of dark places. Being the executive director of this organization, I like to say hurt people, and healed people, heal people. So some of the things and experiences that I went through in my life, I was hurt. Today I'm healed and I'm able to be a member of this community rather than a menace. And with that, we're helping people cope with life, not only during this emergency, but on a daily basis, trying to provide mentorship, love, and support. But as we was taking these hope boxes to our mentees, it started to be lines of people outside saying, "Hey, I'm hungry too. Can you bring us some boxes? Can you bring us some food?" And I could tell you probably over 350 food distributions, over 90,000 people fed, over 3.9 million meals served. But it's bigger than that. This was community. So for me, it's continuing this work, making sure it never ends, making sure that it impacts generations to come and is able to help this Frederick community.
It is with great honor and privilege to accept this award. I Believe in Me aims to continue to inspire and challenge youth while creating pathways for successful futures. Without you ordinary people continue to do extraordinary things, this is impossible. United Way, we thank you for this prestigious award. We vow to continue to apply hope into the streets of Frederick County, and to all the winners that receive this award tonight, congratulations and thanks for all you've done for our community. Peace.
Congratulations, Ajay, and I Believe in Me. We are so fortunate to have your team working in Frederick. The Outstanding Volunteer Award goes to an individual or organization that best exhibits what it means to be a helping hand in the community and going above and beyond for those in need. Volunteers are essential to the success of United Way of Frederick County's efforts, including the Stuff the Bus program. In addition to collecting supplies, a massive amount of time and energy is dedicated to the coordination and management of sorting and distributing these much needed school necessities. We are proud to present the 2021 Outstanding Volunteer Award to Reverend Barbara Kirshner Daniel. For more than a decade, Barbara has championed the distribution of school supplies to tens of thousands of students in Frederick County schools. She has not been shy about recruiting volunteers from the Religious Coalition for Emergency Human Needs and her congregation at Evangelical Reformed United Church of Christ. One could always tell when the school supply drive was drawing near, when her garage was nearly full with school supplies. But in 2020, when our country was suddenly and unexpectedly plagued by COVID-19, Reverend Kirshner Daniel wasted no time mobilizing a plan of action, ensuring that every city student would have the materials needed to support learning during the upcoming school year. Pam Miller and Kirsten Spear, FCPS CAS coordinators, share in their letter of recommendation that they admire her unbridled talent and dedication in the course of her work with people of all sectors. Barbara will be joining us after this short video. Congratulations.
I got involved with the United Way's Stuff the Bus campaign because, as you know, these yellow bins are out all over the county for generous people in Frederick to place school supplies in. And then these school supplies are distributed to all the school supply drives throughout the county, and the leftovers go to the Frederick County Public Schools warehouse. This has been a collaboration with nonprofits, with the business community, with the Frederick County Public Schools. It's important that we participate in this program because we're meeting the needs of families who are already working really hard to provide food, to provide clothing, to provide a place to live. And so by taking the burden of having to spend money on school supplies, we're able to give that as a gift from all of us in the community. My hope was that we were creating an atmosphere of respect so that a family would know that the community deeply cares about them. And it gave the children and youth some choices. So many things in their life they don't have a choice about. But for this moment, we could give them a choice about what kind of backpack they wanted to pick and what color backpack and what kind of school supplies they would need. And they had the support of all these volunteers who were helping at that school supply drive, give them words of encouragement to say, we believe in you, we believe in you. I thank you all for this award and for the recognition, and I share it with all those who have faithfully given their time and energy and gifts to this important project over the years. The Religious Coalition, the CAS team from Frederick County Public Schools, the staff and members of my wonderful congregation, ERUCC, the Rotary Club of Carroll Creek, the Frederick Bar Association, the Frederick Stake of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and of course, the United Way Stuff the Bus contributors, and so many others from across the community. We say that it takes a village to care for the health and education of our children. So I just want to say thank you all so much for caring for our kids. Thank you so much again.
Great work, Barbara. Congratulations. Our next award is the Spirit of Community Award for the organization that has shown outstanding dedication to the mission and impact of United Way through overall corporate support. Organizations can support our community in multiple ways, including workplace giving campaigns, corporate matching gifts, grants, and sponsorships. We are proud to present Truist with the 2021 Spirit of Community Award for their incredibly generous giving throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. Since last March, Truist has donated $50 million across the country to help communities adversely affected by the pandemic. In Frederick County, Truist partnered with United Way to distribute funds to organizations that provide food services, medical supplies, shelter, suicide prevention, mental health services, as well as supporting operating expenses to nonprofits whose revenues have been reduced due to COVID-19. Truist celebrates their culture of caring with the motto, "Together, we're surviving, staying, strengthening." We are so grateful to have Truist support, and I'm pleased to share that Rob Tuggle, Truist Market President, will be joining us to accept the award after this short video.
I've seen firsthand the impact of United Way in Frederick, and I've seen the impact that it's had on individuals and their families. I've seen it when I was out kind of on the road as a campaign chair, visiting with companies and company executives to try and get their engagement in the United Way campaign. And I've seen the impact that it's had on our community. So I'm a strong believer in the purpose of United Way. It was a natural fit, first of all, during a global pandemic to look to United Way to partner with to make sure that we were there to support our community. Banks, and especially in the case of Truist, is we're nothing more than a reflection of our community. So when our communities are suffering, we're suffering. So we find it critically important to be partnered with someone like United Way, because we know United Way has the ability to connect us to where the needs are most. And again, it gets back to this whole concept of a level playing field. I feel like people gave me opportunities, people lifted me up when I needed it, and I feel like I owe it to the community to do that in return. And hopefully I'll have the impact on someone, or some of our teammates will have the impact on someone that later, decades from now, they can look back and say they were able to pay that forward. Thank you, Aaron. Congratulations, first of all, to all of our recipients tonight. You all make Frederick such a great place, and it's so good to see many of you who we work with and some who've been beneficiaries of our Truist Foundation. And while I'm happy to accept this award, which is behind me, and it's a large award, I have to say it's all of our employees that make the difference every day, and they do it, and they enjoy doing it. Our mission at Truist is pretty straightforward. It's to inspire and build better lives in communities. And if you think about it, that's a pretty cool mission. Something that I really enjoy, and I know all of our teammates enjoy getting up every morning and doing that. And there's no better partner than United Way, and especially in this case, United Way of Frederick County, to make that a reality. So on behalf of all of our Truist teammates and employees, and on behalf of all the recipients tonight, congratulations. And I would just like to thank you all one more time, and really appreciate it. An honor to be here.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you so much. And bravo to the entire Truist team. The Unity Campaign is a collaborative project between nonprofit partners, sponsors, and the greater Frederick community to support our most vulnerable neighbors. The 2021 Unity Campaign raised over $650,000 from 1,438 contributions in support of 31 organizations who are working to help ALICE households in Frederick County. This year's record-breaking campaign specifically focused on funding programs directly supporting the health, education, and financial stability of ALICE households that have been adversely affected by COVID-19. We would like to present Troyce Gatewood and partners with the 2021 Unity Campaign Award for their team's energy, passion, and commitment to the success of this campaign. In addition to sponsorship support, Troy Skatewood and Partners generously hosted the end of campaign celebration and campaign celebration video. Agents also generously gave a portion of their commission to support the 2021 Unity campaign. Because of their partnership, the Unity campaign continues to provide vital funds to reduce suffering, provide opportunity, and build a better future for our struggling neighbors. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome Troy Skatewood and her team after this short video.
So Joe, what does philanthropy mean to you?
That's a good question. Really just giving from the heart, right? It doesn't matter how much money you have or actually what it is that you give. Just the fact that in your heart, you want to do something for somebody else, and whether it's monetary or not, I would consider that philanthropy. When we thought about how we could help build the incentive fund, we came together as a team and we all came up with the idea of contributing a portion of every real estate commission, where every time we help somebody buy or sell a home, this money was coming in, and they saw that and they didn't have to do this, right? There was no requirement, but every single time they did. And it's just been so fulfilling to me, and I know for you too. 1/3 of the population can't afford basic needs. And we have a few dozen nonprofits in Frederick County that they're committed to helping that core group of people. And the importance of the Unity campaign is that it gives those nonprofits that opportunity every year to come together, to work together, to spread the word, to get it out, because it allows people to give and to help that core 1/3 of the people in Frederick who need our help the most.
So
yeah,
lucky to be a part of it.
Thank you.
Troyce and I are so honored to receive this Bravo Award. But we're also honored that since we started the Unity campaign back in 2014, that we've had the opportunity to meet all these wonderful men and women that run dozens of nonprofits here in Frederick County that spend their lives bettering our community, and we're just honored to be a part of it. But we know that the success in the Unity campaign was a team effort. It's not us, right? And we want to give a shout out and a thanks definitely to the Delaplaines, the Oshamans, the Randall family, because without their contributions year after year, the campaign never would have happened. We want to give a huge shout out to Ken Oldham and the United Way, for when it was time for us to pass the torch, they took it, and just to see how it continues to evolve and continue to be successful. And then finally, we want to have say special thanks to our team at Troy Skatewood and Partners. It has been remarkable. We have an incredible team of real estate agents that have been committed to contributing and to making this all possible. So thank you so much.
Thanks, everyone.
Well done, Troyce and Joe and Troy Skatewood and Partners. It has been a pleasure, an absolute pleasure to partner with you through multiple Unity campaigns. Thank you for your dedication to this work. This week, we have also received notice that each awardee will receive a congressional citation provided by Congressman David Trone. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge that County Council Member Kai Hagan has also been in attendance this evening. We missed his name at the beginning, and we wanted to catch up on that. Before we end our evening, there are two groups of people I need to thank. First, our board of directors. You are amazing. Thank you for your support. On June 30th, we are saying goodbye to two board members who are at the end of their terms. Danny Vasquez has years of hospitality experience, leadership, and passion for our work, and we thank him for dedicating his time to United Way. And Jim Sears, who served as board chair when I joined United Way. He has helped guide the organization through leadership transition and set us on a path for long-term success. I would be remiss if I didn't recognize the tireless work of United Way staff. Thank you, Joyce Kwamena-Poe, David Bowsam, Shana Knight, and Malcolm Fergal for the years and years of commitment and dedication to our mission and to our community. Earlier this evening, you were introduced to two new staff members, Latasha Adams, our marketing manager, and Aaron Lawson, our resource development manager. We look forward to continuing to serve our community as a team. I'm now going to turn it over to our board chair, Mike McLean, for closing remarks.
Thank you, Ken. Frederick County is full of hand raisers, game changers, and moment makers. Your generosity and service is making our community a better place to live, work, and play. Thank you for joining us this evening. And thank you to Potomac Edison on behalf of the First Energy Foundation for making this event happen virtually. We are humbled by the generosity you have shown our most vulnerable community members. By trusting United Way and your contributions of time and money, we are able to respond quickly and effectively during this time of crisis. As a leadership giver, board member, and volunteer, I believe in this foundation and organization. I trust my investment is stewarded wisely and the funds collected will be distributed to make the greatest impact. If you are not already supportive of United Way, I ask that you consider giving a meaningful gift at this evening's time. I know that times are hard for many of us, but whatever you can give, whether it's $5 or $5,000, you can ensure that United Way will always be here in times of crisis to help our community and give back. Please consider making a meaningful gift tonight by clicking the link in the chat or Facebook, or by texting UWFC BRAVO to 41444. Thank you to everyone who's already given. Thank you to everyone who has volunteered. And thank you to every voice who has advocates for our most vulnerable neighbors. You make Frederick County a wonderful place to live. Thank you for joining us this evening, and we look forward to seeing you in person very soon.
You know, Frederick has been known to be a tremendous place to live, right? We've heard it.
Right.
Like there's a lot of statistics out that Frederick is a wonderful place to live. And the reason I believe that is the case is because of the people.
As people hear the word philanthropy, I think they think of financial assistance in some manner. But I think what it means to me personally is caring for others.
Human welfare is one of the words that I remember right.
The aim was to meet young men and women directly where they are, trying to meet some of the brokenness, trying to meet some of the confusion, trying to meet some of the inconsistencies.
I just think about the hundreds and hundreds of children that we have seen over the years, that we've given them a glimpse that Frederick really does care about them.
I hope that the impact that we can leave is that it continues and that people continue to open their hands and open their hearts and give and share with their neighbors. So that's the impact that I'd like to see continue in Frederick.